Alrighty. Hey, love. Hey, love. Hey, love. I am Jessie C. Love, Teacher Love, Coach Love. This is the Save Our Marriage Empowerment segment. Some of the ways we do that is with prayer, reflection, inspiration, innovation, courageous conversation, encouragement, enlightenment, evolvement for healthy-minded husbands and wives who've brought their self-reliance and independence together to build one another up, open up some doors, because you're all in and you want the best for and from one another. I appreciate you gifting me with some of your time. I'm going to give you day number 328 and then take a break. This is episode 355 of 365 from what I know. It says, love rejoices in growth. The report of your obedience has reached everyone. Therefore, I rejoice over you. But I want you to be wise about what is good, yet innocent about what is evil. Oh my gosh. Romans 16:19. Whew. Some of us are book smart, yet we are street dumb. And I'm saying that for myself. I'm steadily learning though. When we focus on the Word of God, we see life differently. The value of godly decisions begins to matter more to us, and the standard of holiness becomes a strong desire. Ultimately, the pursuit of godliness, purity, and faithfulness is the only way to find joy and fulfillment. And when we're being quote-unquote wise about holiness and being quote-unquote innocent about sin that's the way that we win in our Creator's eyes. Because most of us know we're spiritual creatures in a human experience. This ain't the last stop. Some of us be feeling like we've been here before. Something feels like deja vu. And I don't know about you. I just simply feel that there's something after this. Nevertheless, what more could we want for our wife or husband than for them to experience the best that life has to offer? No matter what the world says should matter most to us, it's about what we feel that is best for them. What more could we want for them? Life will give us and our spouse many opportunities to respond to both success and hardship, and in most cases, we'll respond to them together. So to be happy for any success our spouse enjoys, we got to be in it. You know, as I said in the earlier one, Boaz didn't stop Ruth, even though she was gleaning from his quote-unquote wealth. He didn't stop her. He knew that she needed it. He allowed her to do it and told them to make way for her to even get more. Save your heartiest congratulations for those times when they are honoring God with their worship, when your spouse is doing that, and the obedience in those tough times. It's the maturity of our higher power that's on clear display. Take note of the spiritual growth in your husband and in your wife, and encourage them to go deeper with our higher power in their own personal studies. Sit down and talk. And if you haven't, the question that it's asking is, would you be willing to start now? Would you be willing to start now? In my earlier post, the one right before this, I don't know if he was a husband, but, well, actually there was two different men that I had conversations with yesterday. And, you know, one of them offered compliments, which was so cute. He was in this old school hot rod, and his hot rod had a whistle as part of his horn, and he made it whistle towards me. I was like, that is so cute. I was like, your wife absolutely has to adore you for stuff like that. But he was giving it to me as well, and she didn't mind, which I was like, that's so cool. The second one was a husband who, well, I don't know if he's married or not. Let me stop. I don't know if he's married. They just had a baby, and the baby, she's a month old, and he does continuously work every single day. And with talking with him, when I first greeted him, you know, I spoke, and then my spirit told me to ask him how he was doing. I didn't listen, and that was my fault. I proceeded to allow him to go and do what he was doing. And I complimented him on the knowledge of what he was doing. And I've seen him a few times. It's just, He'll think about it. He'll listen to suggestions. We'll come up with something together, and then he makes it happen. And in doing that, I was like, man, it must be a blessing to be able to just, not off the cuff, but have that talent and gift to make something work, to make something happen, and then be willing to listen to somebody. You know, I ain't his wife. I'm not. We just we work together whenever it is that we work together. And he was like, it is, and then it's not. He was like, nobody ever asked me how I'm doing. It's always, can you do this? Can you do this? Hey, I need you to do that. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, how are you doing? And we just talked, and he was like, you know, eventually I got to the point I was like, when's the last time you even took a bath? He's like, I mostly shower. I was like, do that for yourself. Sometimes we need to do that, especially as men in the household constantly doing something all the time. You need to take that time to relax. And he was like, I do sometimes, but most of the time I do take a shower. I was like, yeah, go ahead and do that. Just get a moment to relax. You know, after you help with the baby, of course, y'all need to, you know, alternate on just relaxing. And he was like, you're the first person to even ask me how I'm doing today. And that was like about 1 o'clock. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I said, my spirit told me to ask you, and then I hushed up. I was like, I didn't think it was a big deal and just didn't listen to myself. But I'm learning. As I say, I am learning. And of course, I asked how she was doing because, you know, postpartum, that's real. Don't ever think it ain't. Woman's body changes during the pregnancy. After the pregnancy, she changes. She will never be the same. Ever. She will never be the same. I'm not even going to go into all that. But as I've said on a few of them, you know, these sales that's going on, Bath and Body Works, they're not sponsoring me. I don't get sponsorship from anybody. Well, as of yet. They have a 3 for 3 going on. They have scents for men and scents for women. So y'all go on. Get 3 for you. Get 3 for your wife. Candles, smells, whatever. And take some time to relax. What are we, about 37 days left in this year? Take some time to relax. Tomorrow, as I said in another post, take that bath together. Talk about what you can appreciate one another for, your growth that you've seen throughout the year, even throughout these 11 months that we've been in here. We got 1 month to go if we're blessed to see it. And then we're into a whole new year. Start today. Appreciate your time. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll be back later on in the afternoon with the other ones that I need to do. As of right now, I got 10 more. And this assignment is complete as far as being live with you. I got to finish the typing of the book, or editing and, you know, formatting and all that. And it's anyway, make it a lovely day, not just for you. Help someone else have a lovely day too. Be loved.